Actually, like we started with I think it's lost. Give me 1 minute. Actually,
Yeah, payment we did. And
okay. Now, sorry. Okay. Okay, now we can yeah. So what we are doing on that day is like we have made our case, okay, and actually was about to start our routing concepts, right? Okay, routing. So what do you mean by actually routing? Routing is nothing but your who should work on the task. Like if you say in workflow, when you're creating a new workflow, right? Someone need to act on that workflow. So who is going to work on that, right? Okay, so, yeah. So there is two type of routing. Actually, we call it as push routing and pull routing. Okay. So what do you mean by push? Push is normally like, see, I feel like normally what is a push? I feel like if someone is forced you to do it, right? If it is assigned to you, you need to do it, right? So that is actually like we say that we are assigning it to you. We are pushing the work to you, right? So that type of routing is normally is called as push routing. So if you say for each user, we have a item of task. So that is actually called as work list. Okay. So that is actually for actually like we mainly assign with the work list with the operator ID name. So if you want to assign it to an operator, it will be add it to the operator work basket, like work list. Okay. Or you can assign it to the current user, or you can assign it to um, a specific user. Okay. So that we can do that. The next, actually we have pull routing. Okay. Pull routing is actually say, I think I have given an example for this actually already. So pull is mainly like you have work basket. Okay. So normally like there is actually like all the, for a unit, all the associated tasks for that will be associated with the work basket. So anyone who has access to the work basket can pick the work from there. Okay. And it can be work group as well. So like if you say work group, so in work group you have multiple work basket can be come into that. Okay, so that's actually your package of work baskets. Okay, so normally when we assign a user with the work group. So when we assigning to the work group, what will happen is he can access to the multiple work basket. Okay, so how we can see this one? I'll show you that. And after that, there are some of the things like we say, like in operator ID, there is a work tab for the user. Okay, there we define, work tab. So within that, we define many things like who is the manager for the user, what is his work group. Okay, then the calendar, like part basically we are going to do the processing for him, calendar. Okay, then we provide a substitute. What do you mean by substitute?
Somebody who can act if he's not, if the manager is not available.
That's right. Like actually see, I'm actually out of office for a week. Actually I've gone for an annual leave, right? So who is, like I'm assigning the task to that user. So the task will be pending for a week if someone will not going to do anything. So Pega has provided that one provision. Actually like we say I'm not available or I'm out of office in my system, so that if something is assigned to me, it can assign to the work basket or it can be assigned to any specific manager or any specific user on that time. So that thing we can do also within Pega. Okay, so that is actually we call it substitute. Okay, and now another thing is in the Pega is actually like we call as skill based routing. Okay, so what do you mean by skill based routing? Normal what happening actually, see, every people has different knowledge, right? So someone has good in English, someone is good in German, someone good in like any other language, right? So for a specific task, like for actually if you're in Germany, you need to know German. Actually, like if you need to handle any call center work, like how we're going to do if you don't know the German? If you don't know, you're not able to work on that task, right? And same thing, actually in the claim processing. if the claim is related to something else, right? If you say claim is yeah, if the claim is if you can say related to home or is related to pet or related to travel. So if you have an expertise on handling the travel one, right? So you can able to handle it like how travel claims process and everything. So if you are handling paid insurance, you are happy with you know about that. So if the actually if any claims which is actually related to travel, if it is assigned to you, it will take some time for you to work on that. You need to first learn it, how it's happened, and then you are going to learn that, right? So that will take time. So that's why skill, actually skill says actually what is the different level you can assign the task to anyone, right? So in pay, and actually another thing, like if you say you have created something in Pega application, project management framework, and you need a skill-based resource. Someone you need a BA role, you need a Java resource, you need a Pega resource, you need some testing resource. So who are it like based on some skill you want to test it, right? It's with the task need to be routed to who has knows like if you want to build in Java, that need to be assigned to a Java resource, right? So that's actually like where we can assign the skill. So in operator ID work that we have it called as skill also. So we can assign the person what is his skills and what is the proficiency level. It's assigned between 1 to 5. So 1 is basic, 5 is the highest level of if like is the prompt on that. Okay. So when we define routing, we can go for two skilled work basket, two skilled work group as well. So we have different routers which is actually Pega is given. We can use them to do this part. Okay. And sometimes actually what we do is actually like we use because we don't know like say what the skill. So you can use a distance table or tree to get the correct routing operation. Okay. Whom we should route it correctly. So like based on some decision, we have a decision table and there it will like we can check whom we should route there. Okay. So let's see, we're going to now here. So normally if you see in your case, right, when you see any assignment shape. So if you say in a green shape, it will show you this option, like whom you should want to assign it. So this will be like normally, if you see it here, it will be current user, specific user, work queue, or custom. Okay. Current user means actually who is going to create the case. So it will be assigned to him. If I want to a specific user, so like I want to assign it to my manager or actually like any person, I can go with the name of that. So that will be a specific user. Okay. Next is work queue. Work is nothing but the work basket. So if you want to assign the task to any work basket, we can assign it to work basket. And then is little different. Like you want to custom assign to a work. So here you can see sample to skill group list to agent group work basket. Okay, to create operator to current operator. So this the current operator. Like who has created, so it will go to the who has created it. So it will go back to the create operator. Okay. Then we have that I told right to decision table to decision tree. So what we can do is actually like we can assign them and also get the result from that. Okay. And we can use the work party also. Like I told about the work parties, right? Customer, interested, and your owner. So that's the three type of the work parties. We can assign them to as well. And then you can see skill group, right? This one. So you can see that to skill group, to skill work basket, right? So if you want to skill work basket, it will show you which work basket, what the skill you want to for that. So let's say we want select it is a current user. So verification payment, it need to be done by payment team. Okay. So let's say we want to give a work queue, no, custom. Okay, and we want to create a work queue. We want to give it to a skill one. Okay, so we say to skill work basket. Okay. So here you can see that payment aggregator. Okay. So currently, like we need to create that. Which it will not come now because we don't have that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we will just get it the default at the rate of equate and we're going to create a work basket from that. Just save as this. Okay, so now it's actually like created. We can able to see it there. Okay, and you can see the skills. Okay, what skill is required for that. So let's say I want to read they should have finance skill. Okay. So let's say I want to give the proficiency level of 3. So I'm going to create a new rule skill finance. Yeah, so that's the range you can decide your or like 1 to 10 now. Okay, it's changed now. It's actually you can assign the range 1 to 10 now. Earlier it was 5, now it was changed to 1 to 10. Okay. Yeah, so that's actually you can now able to do that. So you can see submit. So it will add it here. Okay. So if it is basically who has access to this skill finance 3, he can able to work on this task. Yeah. So once it is done, it will go to the check inventory. Check inventory actually we have assigned it to another actually department or fulfillment. So when they did it, it will come to the check inventory. Okay. And after that, if actually it is available here, it will come to directly here. Actually, like after that, we'll see if it is available, then it will like we will not going to order the vendor. We'll just directly go to the packaging of the card. Okay, and we'll assign that task to delivery team. So there actually it will be going to create a separate subcase. Okay, and how we can assign this skill to a user, so that I'll show you. Okay. So that actually if you say you open the operator, okay, normally in the work tab that I told, right, actually what work group he has, okay, who is actually manager, what his skills. So here you can see that I can add finance. So I can say I can give him the rating of 5 in the finance. Okay. and this is the calendar, and this is the substitute. Okay, who is the substitute on that? You can able to decide that. You want to decide it to operator, so you can check that out. Okay, so that's actually skill is now updated that user, so he can able to pick the work from that work basket. Okay, so let's see how it's performing. Okay, so we say let's purchase date. I'm choosing as. Okay, we'll do that one. It will take the current date here. Okay. Or okay, if you want it like in the future date, if you want it, okay, it's an online order. So he can say it's like you want to deliver some of the things on that date. Okay. So let's say you want to go for item 7 as just one quantity of that. Now actually one thing, if you can see it's coming in this side, you want to that side, we can able to do that as well. Left side, right side alignment, we can able to see. So this is actually his card. So he says actually, okay, I'm happy with this. So it will ask for payment option. Payment option we need to do. So let's say I go for credit card, and so now actually once I actually select that, it will display me card details here. So let's say submit here. Okay. Now actually you can see now it's go to the payments. So now actually it's routed. Okay. So I'm not able to work on this anymore. So let's say now I'm going to log in with a different user who doesn't have that skill. Okay. So what is going to happen with that? Oh. Oh, it's closed everything. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Let's see which I'm using with the user now. Okay. So you can see that he doesn't have access to any task now, right? We have created some task, but if it is not assigned to him, he'll not able to see that here, right? So if you want to see the work here, so he can see that here, okay? Order fulfillment, payment team, one task is there, right? So there's the 3 work basket we have to the single work group. So let's say we want to see, like he is not able to access this because he doesn't have access the skill of that. So he cannot able to access it. So let's say we are going to create another user, okay, who has access to the skills, and we'll see from that. I know admin has the access, but if I go with the admin, actually I have access to everything. I can go with that approach. But no, we're going to create a different user itself. Okay. So let's say I'm going to log in with the admin here. Then I look for user at the rate of Git. Okay. And I'm just doing the save as. I'm going to create a new user. Okay. So let's say I just give the name of user1. Okay. And what tab I want to give the skills to into 5. Okay. Yeah. So now we have this user ready. Log out and we can log in with now the new user. Okay. Let's see he can able to access or not now. No, still he's not able to access. I think he can get to the next assignment. Nope, he's not able to see that. If we go with the manager at the rate of I think the work need to be assigned to him. So this is I have this dashboard. I can see payment team here. Manager can able to see that and actually he can work on that. But I want it need to be assigned to a user. Oh, he can work on this. Yeah, manager has access to work on any of them because he's the manager. But I don't want manager to do that. Let's see, I will just go back. So it's still there in the community. Okay, let's see, we assign the task. No, not this. Okay, from here he is also not able to. He just is a view mode from here. So that the task need to be assigned to him only.
So Mukesh, for that, finance skill set is 3, right? It is required. But here we given 5, right? Is there anything that also it will validate?
Sorry?
See there, when we assign, that payments, the required skill set to work on this is 3. Finance.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the user is having skill set for 5, right? Finance.
Yes. Right.
Is there, so it will match or minimum is 3 or?
No.
should be
Yeah,
three
that's
eight.
right. Actually, if it is like minimum is 3, if it is above 3, that will be fine.
Okay, okay. So can't we assign like 1 to 5 if it is okay like that?
Yes. We can able to do that. Actually, like if it is more than that, it's fine. Okay. Normally, actually, we have option to transfer. It's like routing to the manager. Okay, that should be added to the manager portal. Okay, I need to assign here. Okay. So actually, like what we are going to do is, oh, I got it. So let's see, we are going back now again. I'll just tell you one more thing. Actually, where actually I told, right, the substitute and skill also the user individual can update for themselves. Okay, so if it's, you see it here, this is the user profile. Okay, so you can see here who is the direct reportee. So if you say you want to edit that, okay, it's all other things should be also come with edited. Yeah, here it's edit profile. Some of the options are changed here. So here actually I can see about if I say I'm not available, I can update it here. Okay, so let's say I'm not available from 25th to 28th. Okay, and I can assign a operator and then assign it to, okay, I want it to manager operator engage. Or is the manager itself? I think he is the manager only. So let's say I want to assign it to user 1 operator engage. Yeah, so let's say okay, so now it's assigned to him. So anything like if you going to assign to him, actually the task will be redirected to that person during that time. So he'll be not available during that time 25 to 28. So if any task assigned to him during that time, it will be auto assigned to that person. Okay. So that thing we can able to do it here. Okay. Now just log up. I want actually there is one option like for the manager that option should be there, the transfer option. Okay. Okay, so let's see, we go with the manager portal. Okay. I want to give him one action, extra action for transfer of the case. So what we're going to do is, so currently like, okay, that's not that I'm looking for. Okay, so let's go to the live UI. We'll look for this one. Okay. Now actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to modify that. Okay, this is that option. Okay. So it's actually taking that one action in the okay. So it's actually assigned to the complete layout. Okay. So here actually it's opening it. Menu option. Okay. So that's the name of that, the PY case manager. Okay. So let's see case manager. So the same way, this is a navigation rule. Okay, you see these all options there in the navigation rule. Okay. So if you see add below, I want to give them a new option, transfer. Okay. So what actually want to do in that, I can add an action, I can open it, sorry, already there was local action. Okay. So what's the local action I want to do? It's PX, something related to transfer. Yeah, that's the transfer. Okay. So it will be replace the current option and it's fine. Okay, so you now can see the transfer here. So let's see if now if I go here and I just click onto that, I will to see the transfer option. Oh, okay, this is actually oh, that I don't want to add as a local action then. Okay, let's see, we have on this item. Then if I go here, I want to transfer this. So I'm working on this assignment. So let's see how to do that. Manager. Okay, manager is holding that. Go and no. Okay, I need some time to do that. Actually, it's some settings we need to create for that. Okay, fine. Actually, I'll just check this out. Okay, the routing part. So most of the things actually in routing, we have seen this actually what we should do on routing and how the skill-based routing works. I'll just try to do that. Actually, this is a more advanced concept. Initially, you don't need to know about the skill-based routing, but yeah, it's good to know how it's happened. There is something we need to check it out because actually we have not proper organization set up and everything. So some of the things I need to set up it to do work it properly. So at the moment, actually, some of the things are not in proper. So like we don't have many users. We have just 4 or 5 users actually. So some of the things are not in proper shape in that. So it will be difficult to make working in same time. So the concept wise, the routing actually you can see that we have covered up. Okay. So like you have push routing, pull routing, you have various routing operation. We see uh, work group and like what is the work tab of the operator, and finally we see the substitute operators and then skill-based routing as well. Okay, so we're going to stop now today and we'll meet on Monday. Okay.
Thank you, Saket. Mukesh.
Yep. Thank you. So we'll meet
Yeah,
again on
Mukesh,
Monday. Yes, Akit, tell me.
like, can you share any questions? Like I sent a mail, right? Do you have any document for interview kind of questions for CSA
Yeah,
or developer?
yeah, I'll share that with you, Sakit.
Yeah, if you have any, please share. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Bye bye. Have a nice day. Bye.
Yeah, thank you.